This is the top 5 best dex faith weapon in Elden Ring for PvP. It is pretty common knowledge that when you're invading, it's always advisable to have more than one strategy, and that of course includes your weapon selection, so that whenever you're faced with a 2v1 situation against someone using a shield, or even a 3v1 situation, you have the means to defeat them, or at least a chance. In this video, we'll be looking into the top 5 dex faith weapon that will help you win with your invasions. And by the way, this build also works in PvE, so if you're a PvE player, this video will still be helpful for you. Alright, number 5, the Black Knife. Okay, first thing first, this knife looks cool, but not only that, the Ash of War does a lot of burning damage to your opponent, and also reduce their max health, and you can see this because part of their health is grayed out. I love using this weapon to surprise the enemy or even dodge a very predictable upcoming attack, since the Ash of War can make you jump very high. Here is my build for the Black Knife. Surprisingly, this weapon Ash of War actually does holy damage, so the Sacred Scorpion Charm should be a good option for the damage, and also the Shard of Alexander obviously. The other two talisman slots I usually prioritize more survivability, hence I use Crimson Amber Medallion and also the Radiant Sword Seal. Number 4, the Vike Spear and the Tree Spear. Both of these spears are personally my favorite great spears. The Vike Spear is great for madness buildup and do a good fire damage, and the Tree Spear on the other hand does a good holy damage, especially when buffed up. Although when using either of these, I do prefer the Vike Spear more, and not only that, I love using these two spears for roll catches. I'm not sure about you guys, but it does feel easier to roll catch with great spears. Now, as for the talisman, for the Tree Spear, the only talisman that you need is the Sacred Scorpion Charm. However, for the Vike Spear, Shard of Alexander and the Fire Scorpion Talisman will make the Vike Spear Ash of War do a lot more damage, and more damage in general for the Vike Spear. If you guys reach this point and you guys are enjoying the video, do consider subscribing, it will help a lot. Alright, moving on, the Winged Scythe. This scythe is a must-have for every dex faith user, for one main reason. It can temporarily stop the other user from healing. Yes, it actually does that, and it does a good amount of holy damage and even can cause a blood loss buildup. Honestly, it's really funny whenever someone got hit by the Ash of War and they panic because they can't heal up. Plus, this effect is extremely important when you're fighting a 2v1 or a 3v1 battle, as you don't really want them to heal up, right? And you will know when the effect is up when you see the white fog around them. Oh, he's dead! Good shit, boss! Good shit! And the perfect talisman to pair this one with is, as usual, the Shard of Alexander and the Sacred Scorpion Charm. And now moving on, number 2, the Coated Sword. My favorite straight sword because this bad boy can go through shield. Yeah, that's right. It's always so fun to see them panicking and wondering, why am I taking more damage while I'm shielding, you know? Well, little did you know, I can go through shields! Anyway, this sword is pure badass. I got a video talking about this sword more in detail, so do check that out after you guys watch this video. As for the talisman, you would like to stack both Millicent Prosthesis and also the Rotten Wing. And also the Rotten Wing and also the Rotten Wing, this thing, alright? Okay, anyway. Because these two stack and it will give you guys more damage. And if you guys want a little bit more damage, you can also use the Sacred Scorpion Charm. But I do prefer other talisman that will keep me alive longer, so that's my preference. Moving on to number 1. This is probably like the strongest dex faith weapon there is. It is the Magma Blade, my personal favorite curved sword. This curved sword is deadly and very simple to use. So you just run and L1, and that's it. And whenever you are stuck, just press your L2 button, because it does give you a bit more hyper armor to also get out of the sticky situation. And also the Ash of War on this thing does a good amount of fire damage. Honestly, there's not much I need to say about this weapon. This weapon is pure fun and I love being aggressive using this weapon. I just swoop in and then escape and then swoop in again. However, just remember, as with other curved sword, the reach is quite short. The talisman for this weapon is similar to the Corrupt Sword. You just have to swap the Scorpion Charm with the Fire Scorpion Charm and use the other talisman to keep you guys alive longer and to also increase your HP bar. And I need to mention this to all of you guys. You guys have access to Faith, therefore you guys have access to some of the best buff the game have to provide. So make sure to buff yourself with the Golden Vow, Flame Grinding Strength, or other defensive buff that you could cast if you got a time. Additionally, for the flask, I prefer to use the Crimson Howl Bubble tier to tank the incoming damage, and either the Flame Crack tier or the Holy Sharding Crack tier for more damage on whichever weapon that I prefer to use most. And also the Leaden Heart tier is also good for more poise, it's also a good choice. And if you guys want to see more build and content, click on this video right here and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys there.